You know, there's sort of two ways of dealing with being an outsider or being a minority culture in a school. You either blend in, or you grab that flag and you wave it as high as you can. And I think I was very much of the grab the flag school, particularly in high school when I realized this is awesome. I bring something to the table that my peers don't. I bring dope Latin music, and I bring dope food, and I live in a part of town where it's really different from, the rest of New York, and it's actually really exciting. And, when you feel like you are an outsider, you go, well, let me show you where I'm from. And I think the other sort of seeds you planted us allowed me to be able to do that proudly. In addition to directing West Side Story senior year, right. In a school with mostly white and Asian kids. So the challenge was actually teaching these kids what it meant to be Puerto Rican. And it became an opportunity to bring my culture to school, and instead of a negative thing like, oh no, there's no Latinos, it's like, oh no, I'm going to bring what being Puerto Rican is. People come through for a few cold waters and a lottery ticket just a part of the routine. Everybody's got a job, everybody's got a dream.
Within the Heights was sort of clear to me of how you were elevating who we were as people. And then Hamilton. How does Hamilton becomes part of that narrative of who we are as Latinos in this country? What's interesting about Hamilton that I think it shares with, it actually doubles down on the themes of In the Heights. It actually doubles down on the story of an immigrant who comes here with nothing and makes a life for himself. And Hamilton, to me, is the ultimate version of that. When I realized he came from the Caribbean, I was like, I know this guy. I know this guy. He's the taxistas who become Congress people. He is a version of the story we know. You know what I remember really well is your swearing-in ceremony for Mayor Koch, when you got hired by Mayor Koch to be his special advisor at Hispanic Affairs. He was giving you this very important job. And you were 7 years old. And you made us talk. Yes. My sister made a speech, and I made a speech, and I had a little gray suit. And you made us write our speeches. You remember what you told me just before you went to talk? Yeah, I said, Dad, I'm hyperventilating. I remember going to Luz and said, what does hyperventilating mean? He's doing that. Hunter had already had an effect on him. But yeah, I felt really proud that day. Like I got to help swear in my dad, and that was a proud day. Yeah, that was actually very cool. I sort of wanted to make sure that you guys were part of the celebration. That sort of this was a family accomplishment. And I want to make sure that you and your sister were center stage to that accomplishment. La historia determina de qué manera es el futuro. Sin esa historia, pues uno vive como en arena movediza, uno vive en un mundo que no tiene contexto. Hay más de nosotros que nunca, y vamos a ser el futuro de este país. Mira, yo no sé si tú te acuerdas, pero el 5 de enero yo hacía que tú y tu hermana buscamos pasto para los Reyes Magos. Y también, yendo a mi escuela con muchos nenes que no eran latinos y diciendo, we have an extra Christmas. We do Three Kings Day. The kings come to our house. I don't know why they don't come to your house. Pero vienen a mi casa. Yeah. Sí, no, nosotros siempre le decíamos a los nenes que no eran latinos, ¿y por qué los reyes no vienen a mi casa? Desgraciadamente, you're not one of the chosen ones.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here, and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.